Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Olaf. Today I want to talk with you about a mission statement. Personally, I always find it very difficult to find a path these days. I'm 22. Many people of my generation find it difficult to find a path in life. I feel like a lot of purpose and meaning is taken out of life, and people do not know what direction to go to. For me, anybody who grew up with technology, the modern world, a huge amount of information these days, more and more people start to not know what direction to go to, because there's so much out there that you can go to. There are many opportunities, you hear everything of it, and it seems like you kind of have to make something if you choose something, and it becomes so difficult. It becomes really difficult to choose a path for yourself. And social media probably has a big impact on this, because it feels like if you choose something, you have to be successful at it. You have to be 25 and have created an awesome idea or thing in the world, or be rich, or whatever you want to reach. But for me, it's all about what you can add to the world, what you can give. About 2 years ago, when I was 20, I started to list out for myself, what do I want to get out of life? What do I want to get out of life? And that at one point raises this question: is what do I want to give to the world, give to life, of to what I want to give to the world in my life. So it's not only about taking out of life, it's also about giving something back. And what is that thing that I want to give back to the world? What do I want to do? I started to write down my own mission statement, a mission for myself, what I wanted to achieve in life, or more like what do I want to give to the world, or change in the world that I think is valuable. Based on your own beliefs and values, what you think could change the world in a better way. And it doesn't even have to be something that can be reached. My own mission statement is something that I don't believe I can fully reach at some point, but it's something that gives direction to my life and what I want to add to in the world. I think everybody should have such statements, because it gives a certain direction in life. My personal mission statement has a lot to do with happiness. I think happiness is a very powerful and important thing in life, and for me that's really important. That's what I really want to give to others, or help others achieve it. And I also believe that if people become more happy from the inside, because I believe a lot of people don't understand happiness to the fullest, and from research and my own study that I did in the psychology, I learned how happiness works on a psychological level, and what helps to achieve it. And that's really something I want to learn others, and how to slowly develop it for themselves. And I believe if people would more be happy from the inside and less based on material goods, we would be better to the world and to each other. And that's for me, like I said, it's an ideology. It's not something that is it's true. It's my personal opinion, my personal view of the world, but it's something that motivates me to work on and create in life, or create in the world. It's something that I want to create in the world. And you can disagree with me if it's the right mission statement, if I'm right about these things. That's okay. I don't think that everybody should be agreeing with me, because everybody has a different opinion and perspective from how the world works. This is my perspective from somebody who always had a health insurance, always had money and a roof over his head. Not everybody has that, and I understand it completely. I'm not gonna judge whatever your mission statement would be. I do think it will give you a purpose in life and a better general feeling and a better goal to aim at. At this point, you will have something that you can look at and be like, am I working on this? Am I taking purposeful actions to what I want to change? And by having this in your life, you can start thinking better at what are my values, what are my things. And if you have that type of reflection as a person, you'll be more likely to discover what you want to do in life. And it's fine if at some point you start disagreeing with your own mission statement. Like right now, I agree with my mission statement because I recently changed it. But at any point, like, you can just change it, because it's your mission. It's your mission, is what you think, and you're probably not gonna change it like 100%. Turn it around. But there are going to be some changes through life, because you're gonna change as a person, and at some point you're gonna like change it, tweak it a little bit, because you've seen new things, you've experienced new things. So it's important to base your mission statement on your own values, but I also recommend to connect it to other people and giving to others. This only has to do with the fact that meaning in life, if you look at research, often comes from others, and giving to others, being meaningful to someone else, someone else likes you or cares for you, and that gives you meaning in life and a feeling of meaning. So I would really put in your mission statement. This is an advice, you don't have to, but I would advise to do that because I really believe that this will give you more meaning in life. A personal mission statement can help you to make decisions for life, because you can look at your mission statement and be like, how does this add to it? If you have to choose a new job or you want to get a new job, you can ask yourself, how can I get this job and how does it add to my mission? It can be that you say like, oh, it adds to my mission because I can have money, and because I have money I only have to work maybe 20 hours a week or 24 hours a week. That makes me have time and opportunities to work on my mission. But it can also be that you have to choose a study, and that you can kind of list out which studies add to your mission, and you can, make a better choice based on that. Don't be afraid if your current job does not add up to the mission that you now wrote out for yourself. That does not matter necessarily, because there still needs to be money on the table. And I completely understand if you're older than me and you realize to yourself like, yeah, but I have kids, I need to take care of my kids. That's completely reasonable. You need to have a job, you need to take care of them, and even if you have just 1 hour a week to start slowly working on this, slowly taking steps towards your mission. At some point you can start like earning a little bit of money with it, and maybe working a little bit less, and you can slowly make that switch. You don't have to make the switch like that. You can just slowly make the change, because although it might be a small step, it will give you more purpose in life, and this purpose will give you a little bit more happiness, a little bit more enjoyment and motivation. Now it might be difficult for you to think of like, how would I ever earn money with it. A good way, and definitely a good way to think of how to add to my mission, is to use your own strengths and talents in your mission and how to achieve it. Now, you might not know what your talents are. You might think, I don't have any talents at all. This is many people believe this, but it's not true. Everybody has his own talents, and there are different ways you can figure it out. You can do different tests online that show you what type of talents you have, based on a lot of research and analyzing with two other people. I've done two myself. I will give a link in the description below. And you can also just ask like a couple of close friends, like, what do you see and value in me? What do you think my talents are? This can also give you a really good perspective on what you're good at. And once you start using those things in your own mission and where you want to go, at a certain point you'll create a certain value for the world, and people will start believing in your mission and what you're doing, and you will probably be able to earn a little bit of money with it and grow from there. If you have the time, like me, you can do all these steps at once, take some time for it. But if you work, like I said earlier, you can just take your time, 1 hour a week, slow stepping. After writing my own mission statement out for myself and adding my strengths to the mix, I realized that I could actually have an impact in the world and what I value. It's something I'm willing to get out of bed for in the morning and to work hard for, to make a change in it. And that's what I believe in. So I hope it helps you in some way. This video, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. This is a part of like how I want to have an impact and making more people happy who believe in my mission. So I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.